In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, oh, the ball falls to Buckley. One-on-one with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrett.
Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then from Lasma! 3-0! Stewart Heights with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos.
Mario Canoe now finds Sock. Finds Sock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it, and it's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
Is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We were responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Dick By Stadium here, Auburn Hills Avondale High School. Game number 2, Ohio Premier, traveling all the way from Dublin, Ohio, to here in Auburn Hills, Michigan, to take on the National Soccer Club based out of Shelby Township. Alongside my broadcast partner, I'm Jonathan Turner, Alex Lubianski to my right, and we're excited to have you along here live on the Michigan Soccer Network. This is game number 2. In game number 1, Ohio Premier coming away with a 2-1 victory with a 66th minute London Sears penalty shot conversion to win that game, come out of here victorious. Now game number 2, and the 2008s are on tap. Alex, you ready?
Another titillating encounter. It'll be interesting what we see stylistically that is similar and different between the sides. I mean, every squad is different. Even if you have a club mentality, a club philosophy, you got to account for the individual pieces that you have available on the field, and this will be a very interesting encounter this morning. Temperature is perfect, very, very little wind. Should be an attractive game of football today.
That it should, as we are just moments away from the start of this game. Same referee crew, same everything. Same broadcast crew, just different teams. I mean, same clubs, just different players.
Same level of observational
That's right.
magic from Jonathan Turner.
What's the weather right now there, Sam Fisher? Let's put the weather on the screen for all of those who are watching. For 66 degrees.
Gorgeous.
Visibility is 9 miles. And now our assistant referee on this side, P. Loria. Ryan Tadajewski is your center official.
So they've shuffled them around, and that's a good strategy. I mean, it gets tiring to run the center on one of these games.
Loria! Did I get some love to the assistant referee there? He's yelling out the press box doors. We are officially underway. I should probably start the clock. What do you think there?
I'm not sure about that one, John. I mean, it's a game where if you're on the field, you shouldn't have any idea what's going on, so why should we be any different?
That's right, that's right. Well, you know, I mean, to each their own, right? We'll put the clock up on the scoreboard there on the screen, and there we are. And welcome in to all of our listeners, our watchers from near and far. Hey, you're watching this Ecnl Ohio Valley boys soccer match. You're watching it on the Michigan Soccer Network. We ask that you subscribe. Look at this great move early on here. That's number 80 from Ohio Premier, and that's Joa Benjamin, who had a promising run right up the middle of the park and right through that Nationals back line.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Benjamin had some great body balance. I mean, he was being guided to the turf and was able to stay upright, get a bunch of accelerated touches, and dish the ball off. He's an interesting player again.
So a good struggle here in this back line. In goal here today, I believe that's Jack Dobner in goal. Now a good promising attack cleared away off that back line by the Nationals. We weren't given starting 11s here to start this one, but we'll make do with what we can. Is now here come the Nationals. Down goes number 19, and that's a foul, and we're going to start off with a hard whistle.
Tell you what, for an 08, Dobner has a bit of length to him. I don't know, he might be above 6 foot tall there.
John Lucas Patake is on the pitch, as well as Brendan Sesti. Player slow to get up.
Yeah, we got a set piece from a compelling range. A lot of things you could execute here. Deception off the run over in a slot. Have a gifted ball striker, you can just have a go. Service into the box. Could go any number of ways.
Seeing who's standing over this one here for the Nationals. I believe that's you. No, it is Utuma. So John Paul Utuma stands over this one. He'll put this one in towards that back post, put back across, and put right back out. Top of the 18, laid off. Left-footed shot, right up a 90, and a save by the goalkeeper from Ohio Premier. We don't necessarily know who that is, so it would be helpful if you could share with us from home who, in fact, is in goal here for Ohio Premier.
It's a well-struck ball and just dug out of the upper 90 by the goalkeeper.
Here comes the ball off this corner. Goes back post. So Calum is in goal.
So far, I have to compliment the officiating of both matches. There's been multiple sales attempts by both teams. They got savvy players, and they are not purchasing these moments in the box where guys are going down. Good officiating.
So Calum Gelvizin is the one that's in goal for Ohio Premier, so we appreciate the feedback from you there at home. Let us know where you're watching near and far. Ball goes out. In their matchup yesterday, the 2008s won 2-1 over Ohio Elite. Here we are in the 5th minute. And this part of the match is brought to you by Granite City Food and Brewery. Granite City Food and Brewery, eat good eats, drink good drinks, have good times. Visit the Troy location at the corner of I-75 and 16 Mile in Troy, or at 7 Mile in Haggerty in Northville, where they've got daily deals every single day. Tomorrow, Monday, is their Build Your Own Burger Monday. Burger and fries for $6.99. Their brunch is going on right now from 9 a.m. to 2 each and every Sunday. Granite City Food and Brewery. Visit gccfb.com or head to either their Troy or Northville location today. Daniel Cadu, just outside the 18. Tries to get a give and go, but that's a foul, and that's going to be a dangerous free kick opportunity just 22 yards from goal. So here's another free kick opportunity here for the Nationals. So Daniel Cadu will stand over this one. They're going to set a 4-man wall. No, 4-man wall. Cadu and Jean-Paul Yatuma stand over this one. Cadu puts one up, goes just up and over. So a good look from him, but not enough as that one does not make its way on frame.
Yeah, Yatuma served the first one in from about 35, and he lined up left-footed on that one. Interesting player, Yatuma. Moves well on the ball, had some nice silky little turns.
So Galvezin will put this one back in here for Ohio Premier. They're coached by Corey Kirk, and Zane Pollock is the Nationals head coach. Ball played all the way back now to the goalkeeper and Jack Dobner. Building out of the back. Cadu plays it back. Nationals playing a 4-3-3.
Yeah, same system, but this is a much more possession-based style of play with this age group, it looks like.
Look at that ball right through the seam. Out comes Galvezin to clear it away.
Good hustle, guys.
That was Brendan Klein. That was the target. As well as number 19, John Lucas Paddocky.
Good spacing on the throw-in to retain possession.
Your first time stopping by, hit that subscribe button, like us, share us with your friends and family, and help us continue to build what we're doing here in the Michigan Soccer Network. If it's your first time on our broadcast, it is required that you engage with us through comments. It is required. That is your price of admission.
Especially if you are a franchise owner and you want to plug something. I mean, we love to hear about it.
For sure. Also, that player from Ohio Premier coming back from an offside position to receive that ball. So Nationals play quick. Tied up, and Cadu goes down, but good win back by Ohio Premier. And here's a chance, far post, it goes just wide. Josh Benjamin with another opportunity going wide, but not by much.
Ohio with a great back press there, and that's a skill that's difficult to execute. Their center forward came back from the wrong side of the ball, wrapped his leg around, didn't clip the Nationals player, poked the ball away clean. Again, great officiating, because you do see that called by amateur level refs, but man, good quality of play on the field, well officiated.
So keep your comments coming, as that ball intended For Nationals, almost intercepted by Sean Dempsey from Ohio Premier. Ohio Premier in the gray and black kits here, going left to right on your screen. The Nationals in the all black kits going right to left. It is 66 degrees out here in Oakland County, Michigan. We're just some 25 miles away from downtown Detroit, just up I-75. Down 75, I-75, not up, because up would be north.
It's all relative, John Turner. I guess the great thing about cardinal directions. North, south, pretty clear. Down and up, you're always correct.
You don't go down north, you go up north, and you go down south. So
this is my second language, so I can't speak to that. You did misspoke, and you misspoke nice.
I did misspeak. It's all fun and games until you lose your ability to talk. Especially in broadcasting. As Cadu now has the ball at his feet. He's a dangerous player. He plays for Troy Athens High School. Member of the 2023 Division I state champions here. Troy Athens High School. These next 5 minutes here are presented by Trivaloni Asset Management. Your success is our success. Your financial goals are our sole focus, and we are excited to partner with you. Visit trivam.com or call 586-665-8805. That's trivam.com or call 586-665-8805. Your success, your financial success, begins with a phone call. They'll work around this back line. The Nationals, this 08 side, much more comfortable with the ball at their feet. They're more patient in their buildup. Ball played up over midfield, though, and a little shove there from Yu. That's Brian Yu, wins the ball back. Physicality, something you're going to see at these levels of the boys' side. Ball outside. Good ball out wide. That was intended for 16. It's Gavin Farrell. Farrell slots this one inside, makes his way to Yu, top of the 18. Now Daniel Cadu. Cadu now into the 18. Met by traffic, taken down, no foul. You're going to have to earn it, says the referee. He didn't say it, that's just implied. Jack Nelson says, hey guys. Well, hello.
Hey, Jack. Yeah, this Yatuma kid on Nationals, I mean, just the way he moves when he has the ball, the way he manipulates the ball at his feet, it's a joy to watch. And it's always interesting to watch players with their own little subtle nuances, the way that they move individually. That wasn't taught to him. That's just the way that he has grown to develop his brand of play, and it is unique, and it's an exciting player. He also slipped the through ball very nicely. Good weight of pass. Look forward to seeing more from this kid today.
So these games are 2 40-minute halves. So we'll be done here at 80 minutes and not 90 like in the last game.
You know, in the bell curve of soccer, I should really be playing about 12-minute halves at this point, and I don't appreciate how slow the halves reduce when you age out. You know, it's not right.
That's right. It's Joa Benjamin. Benjamin cuts inside. He's got some speed. Ball touched here now to number 9 and Sean Dempsey. Now switched out to that far side. That one will go out for a throw-in. Bottom of your screen is our MSN Live ticker. You've got all the information about what we're doing here, why we're doing it, and information about where to check us out and more. And then our schedule flipper at the bottom there has our results from today as well as our schedules from yesterday's results. So check that out. It'll be on your screen throughout the entire game here today. Look, a dime shot from just 30 yards out. A great save there by Dobner.
Very difficult skill
shot
to execute.
Coming in from number 55. I don't have a 55 on my roster.
Patel.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, Dhiran Patel. So Patel, great strike from him.
Got over the ball. Nice. Great foot shape. Great trajectory on that strike. And for a tall goalkeeper, Dobner did a great job with that one as well. Clean.
So a throw-in on the far side for the National Soccer Club. Happening right now on the field behind us. Our crew is taking care of the 2011 matchup. Alex Johnson and Giovanni Mosetti are on the call here behind us. Ryan Gagnon, our camera operator and producer. Over here, Alex Lubianski and Jonathan Turner, alongside Sam Fisher. Our technical director of graphics is Brianna, and audio Zoe. They're really hyper-focused on their graphics and audio this game. So kudos to them for all their help. Pizza is on the way, everybody.
Outstanding.
Not from Antonio's, though. We heard that Antonio's Pizza near in Ohio by the Ohio Premier Faithful is a place to get your pizza.
Mixed
That's what
reviews.
They said. Well, it was mixed reviews because the gentleman that was making fun of Antonio's actually was friends of one of the employees who made the comment. So I don't know if it's mixed. I feel like more it's, you know, a little more chaotic.
Okay.
Uncle James is watching from Vista, California. Watching nephew Calum Galvazone. Galvazone is the goalkeeper for Ohio Premier. But Vista, California. Now, how far is Vista from Irvine, California? Is that far? I was just here back in February. Went to the Orange County Soccer Club or Football Club, their main field there in Irvine, California.
I hear that states that have a north and a south are just tiny. That's the only way to justify having those.
California is huge.
It's massive.
I think it's like lengthwise, it's long. I can't even tell you how long.
The entire
1,000 miles, something like that. It's some crazy number.
It must be. No, it's a massive state. It could easily be its own
I just know that when I traveled there, I brought Michigan. It rained the entire time I was there. It never rains in California, but it rained the entire time I was there. So
you brought it with you.
Brought it with me. Chicken Mouse, who was in charge of our audio, that's a great name, by the way. She's saying she's working hard on audio. I'm from San Antonio watching my cousin Hudson Rose for Ohio Premier. San Antonio, Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas, they say. This ball cleared away. Ball there intended for Gavin Farrow.
Yeah, Yatuma undercooked that one a bit. Proper through ball, they were in there.
Now Kadu. Dribbles through two defenders for Ohio Premier. Cuts back inside. He's looking to take a shot. Top of the 18 now. All lost, but now back to John Paul. Kadu. Good turn. Back out to Yatuma. Draws a double team. Now back out wide again. This one now a high cross, sailing and holding up in the wind. Out comes Galvazone and makes the grab.
Oh, no, Sam. You like the Masters. Was that the sand wedge?
I think it was like a 60 degree.
Might have been.
FG Productions, love for Michigan, supporting crew, moused on Ohio Premier. I think it says FG. It does say FG Productions. Appreciate you tuning in nonetheless. 0-0 here, 19 minutes in. As this part of the match is brought to you by FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona soccer camps coming this June 10th through 14th at the Legacy Sports Center in Brighton, Michigan. To learn more or to register for FC Barcelona camps, head over to camps.fcbarcelona.us. Use promo code FCBMSN24 and save $30 off registration. Not only can you get the great coaching and great atmosphere of FC Barcelona camps, you can also save $30 along the way. So head over to camps.fcbarcelona.us, type in FCBMSN24, and save $30 off registration today.
Tell you what, this Patel kid from Ohio, nice strike earlier, but also very engaged as a number 6. You've noticed him drop in for center backs. You've noticed him fill in for center backs. Confident on the ball. He's a player to watch today.
Jake Nelson says nothing better than the Michigan Soccer Network. You know, I couldn't agree with you more. Well, I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. Right, Alex? I mean, he said nothing better than the Michigan Soccer Network. I mean, there's nothing better.
I'm unaware of anything better. But then again, I'm unaware of a lot.
That is fair. That is fair. All the way back to Galveston. Love the name, by the way.
Let's see what Galveston does here. He has a bit of confidence. I think he's going to stroke it. Yes, he is.
Not a bad ball. Just unable to bring that one in. Was his Ohio Premier teammate. That's Benjamin, a little back heel. Out wide now. Inside, back to Benjamin. Ball finds its way to Patel, who puts his right in towards Dobner. He'll make the save.
Once again, this is absolutely not the youth soccer of yesterday. I mean, the number of players that get forward, the calm, the composure on the ball, the final third does not look chaotic. It does not look like a panic. They even have spells of possession in the final third. This is some good football to watch.
This one picked up here by Sesti. Little battle there on that far side between Thomas Thornton, the Nationals back line. Ohio Valley Ecnl boys soccer here. Why watch the Masters when you have the Master of Soccer happening right here in Auburn Hills, Michigan? We could probably maybe do a little soft talk, you know, maybe put a little music in, you know, a little.
We could.
Want to call a little, you know, let's find some music that maybe we can, you know, do a little Masters book here. Let's just find it here. I'm gonna.
Again,
no,
it's a soothing game. It's a soothing game. It's for a Michigander. It's something that is enjoyable to watch in the wintertime, but it's already warm here. I don't know. I much prefer this sport at this time of year than golf.
We're watching a beautiful game here on this Sunday afternoon.
And it is beautiful.
The National Soccer Club. Ball about to be thrown in. About 55 yards from goal. Slight breeze coming out of the west. 4 miles an hour. It is a beautiful day here in Auburn Hills, Michigan. Soft touch pass to Cadu. Smooth as butter. Silky smooth.
They should really give that boy a green jacket.
These boys came here today with the goal of winning and walking out of here victorious in front of all of these fans, standing room only.
While it's a historic game and one that goes back to the likes of Hogan and Watson and Palmer, I do have to compliment Adam Sandler, his rendition of Happy Gilmore. It's a new take on an old game, and one that I watch to this day.
Yatuma taking the edge. Stopped defensively as this ball played in towards Gavin Farrow. Wins the hard battle. Now under control here in the defensive third of Ohio Premier. Unable to control his touch. And misses the cup.
You know, when it's just a man and his ball in a course, it's just a competition against oneself. But in this game, oppositional forces reign supreme. And yeah, you can take a practice stroke or two, but it's very different when there's an elbow into your clavicle while you strike your ball. And that's the beautiful game.
Galveston lines up this goal kick. And here come Ohio Premier.
Patel puts it along the pitch. Needed more loft.
Settle down, but not for long, as this one will go out and into the deep rough. Gonna need all of that 60-degree wedge to get this one up in the air.
He will not require a mulligan after that pass.
I'm getting tired of that. We're going to go back here now to our normal broadcast. But, hey, that's our version of the Masters here on this Sunday morning. It is Championship Sunday at the Masters, Augusta, Georgia.
Thanks for letting me off the hook, Turner. You know, as a man born in Ukraine in the 80s, I may have just spent more time discussing and thinking about golf than anyone from my society, so really appreciate that.
You're very welcome. This next 5 minutes of this match is brought to you by the National Soccer Club. Achieving more together. Learn more about joining the Nationals family. Visit nationalsoccer.com to learn more about tryouts and all that Nationals have to offer. So visit nationalsoccer.com. They've got 16 locations throughout the great state of Michigan, and they are the fastest growing club in the nation. So 26 minutes into this one, it's 0-0 or 0-0, as they say across the pond, or even, as they would say in golf. Oh, look at this save by Galvazone.
Boy, that was an electric rotation by Nationals. They had their winger checking back in, their outside back bombing forward. Ohio couldn't account for it. There was confusion defensively and almost led to a goal. Very sophisticated tactical awareness there by Nationals.
Ball put in, and that one cleared away now. Is good step up there on that far side from the National Soccer defenders. This one played in towards a wide open Yaduma! John Paul Yaduma opens up the scoring in the 27th minute, and it's 1-0 here in favor of the Nationals.
From the first time that kid touched the ball, you could say there was something special about his game, and man, that second to last touch of that goal, unreal. Silky smooth, soft, set it nice, put it away confident. What a player.
What a fantastic ball that was put in as well. But Yatuma finishes it with perfection. And now the Nationals have a 1-0 lead. That was a good call. I'm going to give myself credit for that. That was a good call. Ball came in, touched it. Until I got his name right. That's half the battle. Getting the name right. I just learned this name like 5 seconds ago. I mean, I knew it from yesterday, but I meant, you have so many games going on. But I'm just going to give myself some credit. I'm gonna just, that was a pretty good call.
You called it nice, and really in the modern world where we're doing live reads and we got comments coming in off the internet, you could just fabricate, a compliment. I do it at home all the time. I mean, Allison hasn't said anything nice to me in about 6 years. So why not? Hey, look, a message. John Turner, great call.
Boom. I did
all
toot
the
my
way
own
from
horn.
Macedonia.
I did toot my own horn. I'm just saying. But, just saying that.
Sometimes someone has to, Turner.
Fair enough. Touche, Alex Lubianski. This ball almost skirts through. Ohio Premier still on the ball. That's Sean Dempsey, number 9. Jack Nelson asked a question. Now that we have our breakthrough goal, what do you guys expect the rest of the game? I think much of the same. This is a chess match, what we're seeing here right now, and that's probably the best way to explain this. Both teams here are looking to build. They're going to possess. They're going to be patient in their attack and move the ball around a bunch in order to kind of create those channels, those lanes, and those runs through the middle and over the top. If you do that right, you're going to find these opportunities where you see a Yatuma getting a ball in from about 30 yards out. That he can bring down while he's in the middle of the park, take one touch, and put one home. So that's what I expect the rest of this game, but I'm also not a former professional coach as Alex Lubianski here, so maybe you guys played it better.
Yeah, I mean, there's parts of the game from a time perspective that will really shake a game up. This is not one of them. A goal in this minute of play from a time perspective and a scoreline perspective isn't something that's going to change it drastically. Now, if it was a defensive set from the outset by Ohio and they were sitting in a low block and looking for an ugly result on the day and a ball went into the 27th minute, you would see a change. But really, this is an attacking game. Both sides are going at one another. Patel almost got on the score sheet earlier in the game. Ohio's had some really good moments getting forward, and I don't anticipate that a goal in the 27th minute as part of the natural flow of the game is going to change this one much. But it's a great question, and appreciate the question.
So a corner kick coming up here for Ohio Premier. Sun continues to beam down here in Auburn Hills, Michigan. Ball comes in, up goes Dobner, unable to keep it in his hands. This one's still inside, just outside the 18 now, and put right back in, and Dobner now will collect.
Tell you what, the way the 08s are set up, same weakness, and I wonder if Ohio is going to have a conversation, a little bit of coach-to-coach chat between games, because in the first match, the second half was very different when they realized that Nats is not defending the kick taker on these attacking corner kicks. You know, that kick taker is primed to reintroduce a ball. They're already a gifted ball striker by nature. You don't put a kid taking corner kicks unless you believe in his ball striking and his service. So to leave that kid unaccounted for when the ball so often does get cleared into a position where they can reintroduce it is a danger. So we will see in the second half if that's picked up on. It certainly was in the first game.
Offsides was called here a moment ago. Ball back to Galvazone. Good switch to the point of attack here. Makes its way to Krumast. Oh, makes its way all the way back now. As we play all the way. I thought it was going to go back maybe to Dobner. It does not. So Alec Franz made a good choice. Julian Gibbs. Not the pass you want if you're on that far side. You have to run back to get it, but
you got to say, in general, both Ohio teams are much more willing to go back to their goalkeeper's feet and their solutions. Not to say that right or wrong either way, but Nats has a hesitancy.
Oh, look at this.
So.
Hurstanovich makes that pass inside. Little back heel now with a look, and that one goes wide. A good opportunity here for the Nationals once again. And I believe that was Emmett Kane, who's not number 13 today. He's number 23. I think I got that right because Brendan Sesti is number 13 today. So learned that from yesterday's game.
Once again, play the way you face until you don't have to, and there's a little bit of creativity within the game. It's something that we've always been lacking as a nation, and good to see out here today. Well done, Nats.
It's a thing that comes up a lot. When people ask, they go, well, you know, U.S. men's national team. We know how good the U.S. women's national team is, but what's changed for them is not so much their style of play, is that the rest of the world has caught up. That's what's changed in the women's game. You know, for a long time, they were the leaders because there wasn't a lot of other opportunities for women in other countries to participate in their national teams. Now that's not now they're investing money, and the goal is to be the top of the world. So we know why the U.S. women's national team is going to struggle to always be on top. You know, I think they'll always be in that conversation. Is this ball played in again? Once again, evident for Julian Gibbs. But the U.S. men's national team is a completely different thing. And the reason why I still feel like we're 20 or 30 years away has nothing to do with the talent we have in this country. It has nothing to do with the stuff. And you look at what we're seeing on this field here today. These players are all playing very good soccer. But the one thing that is a separating factor that you can talk about in all the teams that win World Cups is they have like historical, like game-changing players that are on their rosters. The players that just change the game.
Yeah,
do you think? I mean, I'm just saying. You think about what happened. Argentina, Lionel Messi.
This is a fun train of thought to go into, and I don't know that the U.S. lacks those players, but it certainly lacks a national identity. And in a game like today, where you have a club that just played one another in a prior age group, and after this match will be the same, you are more likely to develop an identity, a system, a style, a format, and a structure that is conducive to individual brilliance like we see here today when you do have a geographically connected club that has players coming up, doing it together, and there's an identity to it. I think where we struggle as a nation is, from a national perspective, that is nearly impossible. And you look at some of the great soccer nations of this world, from how large that country is, they might fit within the framework of just the state of Michigan or just the state of Ohio. So I think that is a challenge, and I don't know who has the gusto to make this happen, but I almost feel that our national team would be stronger if the entire thing, for example, came from within 30 miles of Dallas, Texas, for example, so that you could have an identity. They've come up together, they play the same way, and then that allows individual brilliance. The way that we have it now, I don't know that it does.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think that from my perspective is that if you look at it from the standpoint of this, if you looked at Argentina, they won the World Cup here recently. I just want you to, just for 1 second, for you listening at home, watching at home, for obviously you, Alex, to answer this question. Which player from the U.S. men's national team on our roster would have started in the 11 on Argentina?
Christian Pulisic.
Okay, so one of our players. Okay.
So that's a big deal that we have.
But where would he have played? Because you start taking, who's he replacing?
Well, look,
I'm
Christian Pulisic could play. He could play at the 7, the 11. He could play at the 2, at the 3. You could plug him into a lot of roles where he doesn't have to be.
Well, he's not going to be the same player at 2 and 3 as he is at 7 and 11 or at a 9 or or at 10. Right? He's just not the same. I'm not disagreeing with you. You can put him any way you want. I'm just saying that this is how you can start looking at it from the standpoint of how do we start to see ourselves fitting. Now, we've seen it before. Heart and grit, those things can win tournaments. They can win tournaments. I'm not saying that the U.S. men's national team can't go out there and grit one home. Okay? I'm just saying if you're talking about talent alone in the conversation, you look at Italy, you look at Germany, you look at the Netherlands, right? You look at these types of France. Which players from our team are on that team in a World Cup, on a World Cup winning roster? And that to me is a difference. We have a lot of great players, but are they to the level of which the European sides or these teams across the world? And that's where I still feel like if we want to get there one day, I still think we're 10, 15, 20 years away from really competing hard for a World Cup championship. World Cup victory.
I agree with you completely on that point. I think we are that far away, but I do have to compliment the progress because even having one that could actually be considered as a player that might fit into one of those 11s is a huge evolution within our national team.
For sure.
And within our youth development. It is incredibly hard to get one. And once you have one, you might get a second and a third. Gio Reyna's having a strange run. I'm not sure what's going on. It seems more interpersonal than ability-based because he is a spectacular player. He is so electric on the ball. Phenomenal vision, has clearly come up in the game, has come up with his dad teaching him the nuances of the game, and his dad played at an incredibly high level. But we're getting closer. There's guys that could be impactful at that level, and we'll see where it goes.
But this part of the match is brought to you by Julia Zahn Real Estate. Real estate market can be messy, can be confusing, when to buy, when to sell, inspections, appraisals, who knows how to handle all that? Well, she does. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, call or text her today. Julia Zahn, 248-422-2562. That's 248-422-2562. You can call or text her. She serves all of the great state of Michigan. So just under 2 minutes to go here. I think I said they're 40-minute halves, so 2 minutes to go here in this half number one. 1-0 here in favor of the Nationals. A 27th minute goal from John Paul Yatuma. Saw the difference in this one. Jonathan Turner alongside Alex Lubianski. We'll step aside here at the halftime break, send you some commercials, some of our sponsors. Come back and give you second half action. Ball inside. That's Julian Gibbs who slips and falls. I can promise you there was no spillage from the grocery store in that area, so.
Well done, Connor.
Intricate interchange between players on Nats on the right side there.
Great play, D.
They really do have some suave ideas as a group.
So here we are in the last minute here of this first half. Throw-in coming up here for the Nationals. Again, they're in the all-black kits going right to left on your screen. Little hold up there from Emmett Kane.
He's got it. He's given it. He has not overreacted. The temperature of the game stays the same. Good officiating again.
I'll clear it up towards midfield. Julian Gibbs is the target. Able to settle it down. Under immense pressure. Great work there from Patel.
I do like this Patel kid.
Playing center back right now for Ohio Premier. And that's a hard tackle. But now here come Ohio Premier. Trying to get around that defender. And a foul called. And now a free kick coming up here in the waning moments of this first half.
Dangerous spot here. We'll see if the size of Dobner discourages Ohio from serving a ball in. But tell you what, from this spot, a ball that is curling into the far post, whether or not it's touched by a runner is so dangerous. And how many times do you see a ball served into that area that just goes in on its own merits? It'll be interesting.
We lost.
I did it first. When something comes at your face.
Another corner kick. They've been dangerous on these. Once again, we'll see if Nats accounts for the kick taker himself. It's been a point of weakness throughout the match day here. Food for thought for the halftime adjustments.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. I thought we lost the stream for a second. We did not. So this ball comes in, back post, put back across, and this one will go out. But that will end this first half, and it's 1-0 here in favor of the Nationals. Any thoughts here before we head to break?
It's a good game. It could go either way. We'll be looking for some adjustments in the second half. You know, in the first match, Ohio made some key changes, took out some players that were notable in the first half and replaced them with strength. So, you know, the depth of lineup on both of these clubs it's impressive. They must really be drawing talent from all over their respective areas, and it'll be fascinating to see what comes in the second half. It kind of leaves you wanting more of these 40-minute halves. I think the kids had enough in them to go 45s, to be fair.
I think you're right. Well, either way, it's 1-0 here off a 27th-minute goal from John Paul Yatuma. We're going to head here to the halftime break. We've got 40 minutes to go. All right, is Ohio Premier going to get back in this one, maybe take the victory, or are Nationals hang on? We'll find out after this. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate! Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with our off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach.
And welcome back here into Dig-By Stadium, Auburn Hills, Michigan. Avondale High School, the place to be on this Sunday afternoon. Well, it's Sunday morning still. Afternoon's in about 15 minutes. Either way, the halftime score 1-0 in favor of the National Soccer Club. A 27th minute goal that was scored by John Paul Yatuma. That's the only difference in this one. And we welcome you back here is Alex Lubianski, and my name is Jonathan Turner. We're going to be your tour guides here for the rest of this game and throughout the rest of the afternoon. We are officially at the halfway part of this game there, Mr. Alex, and excited here to see how this game plays out. It's been a fun game to watch here so far.
Yeah, watch out for their first 5 minutes. Always statistically a very likely time for a ball to go in, and you know, with the shortened time frame of these matches, you might see some tactical adjustments that would be more difficult on a traditional 45-minute half. So, you know, Ohio might get really, really aggressive out of the gate and be able to sustain it. You know, a deep bench, a lot of subs available. So we could be in for a show here.
So we're back underway here from Dick-By Stadium. Again, Ohio Premier in the gray and black kits going right to left now on your screen. The National Soccer Club and the all-black kits going left to right. They're coached by Mr. Zane Pollock. Ohio Premier coached by Corey Kirk. Again, 1-0 is the score. That goal coming in the 27th minute off of John Paul Yatuma. Well shot, low-driven ball into the side netting. Give them that 1-0 lead. Alec Franz on that far side. Looking for Daniel Cadu, who's back in after being subbed out in the first half. Very effective midfielder is Cadu as he looks up on that far side for Brian Yu. First time stopping by here on the Michigan Soccer Network, hit that subscribe button, like us and share us with all your friends and family. Again, your price for admission into watching these games, it's free. But you need to engage with us. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us your favorite food. Hey, ask us a question. We will engage with you. All we ask is you keep it clean. Just don't yell at us. We're very sensitive here in the press box.
And I'm looking at some Sherlock Holmes assistants again. The right side center back for Ohio. Not seeing him appear on my roster sheet, but a real statement of intent from the kid early on.
What's the number?
84 is what I'm seeing now.
It might be 64 because there's a 64 on the roster.
Okay, Breedlove.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what a challenge that was to start the half. A real statement of intent. He not only wins the ball, but launches a potential counterattack. It was a 45-yard tackle. And then the second touch he had was a slide tackle. Kid's ready to play. I look forward to it.
So Thornton, it is 64. Breedlove. Love the name, by the way.
Fantastic.
Obviously, you know, Breedlove. I mean, love's in the name, so you got to love that it's in the name. Beautiful.
Patel's still out there. He's been a point of emphasis in the attack for Ohio. And, you know, again, he's been doing a nice job with his range of motion. He gets a lot of the ball when he drops deep. I wonder if he's going to take a more aggressive stance. He had that great volley in the first half that almost went in from range.
Ball played back, so they'll build out of the back here, the Nationals. Again, they're very comfortable playing from the back. So this ball played into Brendan Klein. Held up a little bit, but he maintains possession. A little shove there at the end is...
Yeah, Nat's not afraid to go negative, not afraid to go easty-westy. It's a very, very confident, team-wide style of play, very possession-based.
We've got Tyler Biles saying, "Let's go Hudson." It's just so different from when I grew up, man. It's obviously I grew up playing soccer in the 90s and the early 2000s. And, you know, our jersey numbers, I remember players having 62 as their jersey number. I just don't. And maybe they did. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Obviously, now I spend a lot of time looking at numbers and everything from 80 to 61. We had a player last year had 100 on their jersey. I've never seen triple digits as Daniel Cadu is held up and taken down. And we're going to see a yellow card here issued to Samuel Meacham.
Tell you what, if you can go 3 digits, that opens a whole new world of possibility. I've never seen that. So if you can be 100, you can be 999 and do the math. That's a lot more kids that can be eligible to play. And I think, again, largely what we're seeing with the numbers is a result of guest playing. There's a lot of kids that find a way onto a roster and then they play up a year or 2 or even 3, and you have to avoid conflict. So in some levels, they'll let you put on the athletic tape and patch a 1 in front of it, but the Ecnl, I bet that there's pretty strict rules where it has to actually be applied at a proper soccer shop, and leads clubs to have rosters that don't have overlap as far as players wearing the same numbers. But from a tactical perspective, I think the big difference thus far has been Nationals' rotation. They really find a way to get players into advanced positions and then to check back or to go east-west and to open up areas for others to get into. I don't think there's a huge difference in technical ability. I don't think there's a huge difference in physicality. They're pretty evenly matched. But from a tactical perspective, the big difference in this game for me has been Nationals' ability to rotate off the ball to create pockets of space for one another.
Look at this opportunity, open net, oh wow! Nothing doing as in comes the attacker from the Nationals, does not connect, and that one will roll out for a throw-in. So as this part of the match is brought to you by the Michigan Goalkeeper Academy. Take your goalkeeping to the next level. Register for the Michigan Goalkeeper Academy camps this summer. Visit MichiganGoalkeeperAcademy.com to sign up for camps and personal training. Michigan Goalkeeper Academy is the longest running goalkeeper camp and academy in the state of Michigan.
Speaking of goalkeepers, you got to feel for Galveston there. Didn't see the pressure coming, almost got his pocket picked in a way that would have led to a goal. You know, you put the same thing on a kid further up the field, there's virtually no consequence. A goalkeeper makes an error like that, next thing you know, you got to deal with the pain, the suffering, the anguish. It's a very, very difficult position to play. And we're talking about own goals in the prior match and how that can be a character builder. Try putting on a set of gloves, and every time you take a foot wrong, next thing you know, the crowd's looking at you funny, your teammates are judging you. That is a tough position. I don't know many sports that have a position that difficult.
I don't think that's Galveston anymore in goal. I'm going to look to see here. We're going to ask questions.
Take a look.
Well done, Trayvon.
If anyone could give us help here with who the goalkeeper is, I see a number, it says 66. Okay, that's Kalen Galveston. Okay, so I guess he didn't change. I thought maybe he changed. It's a hard foul is now another play going down here for the Nationals. Thought maybe we were going to see a yellow card.
I think you're right, John. And they pulled it back a ways. I mean, where the player went down, you really had the perception was right outside the edge of the box. The contact must have occurred earlier. Fair play to the official for catching that. And a little bit less of a dangerous area where this ball is ultimately spotted up. Another confident run and play by Nats. You know, they really transitioned from that mode in the set piece where they're trying to get to goal quickly to ball bounces out. They go right into their possession-based style. Nice little combination play. Calm, confident, good rotations. It's a savvy team. No surprise they had such a run of play yesterday as well. Ohio stroking around at the back a bit. Love the dribble out of the back.
Ball played back, and that one's knocked away. Hey, look at this, man. These announcers are better than the Prem. That's nice. That's nice. We like that. I don't have the same accents, though. I don't know.
I really hope that
really
was
away.
a fabricated comment by Turner to make me feel good about myself.
No, it says it right here. It says it right there in the comments. I'm reading the comments. It says, these announcers are better than the print.
I don't have it in front of me, but there's not many Lubyanskis in the United States. I'm guessing it's the same last name. No one else is going to say anything like that.
Yeah, well.
But that feels good.
Don't worry. I'm gonna screenshot that. We'll put that on all of our social media and go from there. It's just one give and go. And good work by Cadu to block that shot attempt.
Please do, John.
I just can't get away with saying a lot of the words that they say all across the pond. You know what I mean? Like, just the words that you can come up with, and I don't think I have a deep enough understanding of the thesaurus to really come up with all the words that are being used to describe a single moment in a game.
I believe the genesis of the Oxford English Dictionary is from Oxford, which I believe to be in England, and it's an unfair advantage. It's an unfair advantage.
Ball played up top. Now cleared away. 51st minute, 1-0 here in favor of the Nationals. They had an opportunity here a moment ago. Get another one, but that was stifled by the back line.
John, I do have an entire book of literature I've been building of other people complimenting me, and I'm going to present it to my wife on our 15th wedding anniversary. If you don't mind, I could really use that screenshot.
I know. It's like, the trials and tribulations of an announcer is, I can only imagine being in a stadium with 70,000 people, hot dogs in the background, being cooked on the griddle, along with the beer being served, all the distractions of being in a large stadium.
No doubt.
I'm in a small press box with
documentary.
Hey, there's standing room only here at Dick By Stadium.
It looks like the commentator for Wrexham is right in the audience with a laptop, and I don't even know how he's able to interface with that thing with everything going on around him. But yeah, Dick By Stadium is very conducive. I feel like I have a lot of calm around me. It's serene. I have Sam next to me in case I have something wrong. He's always here ready to charge down and fix it, so it's fantastic.
Dan Stickrad, our director of news, is here, is typing away. The high school rankings are in, at least Divisions 1, 3, and 4 are in as of right now. We aren't going to talk about those rankings. That's coming up tonight, 8 o'clock here on the Michigan Soccer Network. The Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association Ranking Show presented by Michigan Soccer Network. We're excited to bring that to you. The top 15 teams from all 4 divisions for girls high school soccer right here at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be at our MSN studios in Shelby Township, Michigan. But this part of the broadcast is brought to you by MSN News, the only place to get your breaking soccer news in Michigan from youth to professional. The Michigan Soccer Network is dedicated to bringing you the best that soccer has to offer in Michigan and beyond. Visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com, click on MSN News. So Daniel Cadu, just outside the 18, muscles through 2, now 3, almost got through 4 defenders.
Would have been a straight hero run. So close.
Can be now. Hrstanovic. Back to Hrstanovic. He scored a goal yesterday, the opening goal in that game yesterday. And they were the result of 2-1 here in favor of the Nationals. Shikembe.
I'll tell you what, though, John, this isn't just the players that have advanced, it's also the coaches. Our era, if you had a player try to dribble 4 guys, the amount of just absolute bashing you would have lived through, the amount of words you would have learned.
I don't think you've been walking the next day, to be fair.
Absolutely not. And now they're enabling these players to be able to be creative, to be able to be adventurous, to be able to develop their ability on the field, and it's beautiful. And it's something that, again, is a great evolution within the game, and it's a joy to watch.
I mean, to be fair, I think if one of my teammates would have gotten dribbled through by a player, like we just saw there from Cadu, it would have happened once. It wouldn't have happened again. That's how it was back then, right? I mean, just what you would do. So
it is, and you know, to be fair, that might be one of the things that's gone out of the game that I'm not sure is that beneficial, because it might be something that's preventing us on a large scale from advancing the game. The physicality You know, you watch a game down in South America, a top-level professional game down there, and the absolute battering the guys take, it's unbelievable. So you are absolutely right. I mean, yeah, he dribbled 4 guys, but at the end of it, he's still walking. He's not injured. You do that down there, you are getting clubbed. You watch Leo Messi dribble against my Ukrainian national team back in the day, and how many of the Ukrainian guys were willing to go 2 cleats up, studs up into his knees, and he gets up and he walks away. He develops that toughness and that grit as well. That is something that we are missing.
And a shot from distance, and that save is made by the new goalkeeper, Daniel Stevenson, for the Nationals.
There's the switch you were alluding to. We have a new goalkeeper on Nats.
That's we do. So I think it's a great point, and honestly, if you look at the development and the re-engineering of the shin guard, back when we were playing, you know, those things were right up all the way up to the top of your knee almost, and wrap
them in
around.
The microwave. The cascos formed around your legs like you could go into a medieval battle.
Now I'm pretty sure they're the size of a playing deck card.
Yeah, they are. I can't believe they're allowed to charge a fee for them now. Might as well grab a local paper, stick it in your sock, and call it a day.
Yeah, they're not the same, and that tells you right there all you need to know. The biggest hurdle right now in sports, in regards to soccer with athletes, is probably the turf.
Sure.
Playing on turf, which are just, obviously we know that leads to more ACL injuries, especially in the women's game. But it's not like players are getting, just crushed in their shin guards and breaking legs. It's, that's a thing of the past. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It's just not.
No, you're
not
absolutely
the norm.
right. And I know statistically the number of shoes that have to get sent back are astronomically higher in places like Michigan, where you are pretty much playing on turf all of the time. Shoes blow out. I mean, it's an advantage because you don't have to pay the maintenance cost. You have the upfront fee, but then it just kind of lives for 10 to 15 years. But there are negatives as well, and yeah, the injuries are an issue. You hear a lot of NFL teams constantly complaining that there's stadiums that still have turf in the NFL, and they change those things pretty much after every match in the NFL.
Stojvinic. I apologize, it's Heristanovich. So you have a name and then it just goes. Ball comes across into the
almost
mouth
another
of the goal.
OG.
Almost an own goal. Yeah, it was pretty close. JG says, yes, I'm enjoying the announcers too from Cali. So we appreciate that as well. As now Cadu, he's about 40 yards from goal, finds Brian Yu. Pushes this one out wide. Attempted cross is deflected. Pizza has arrived here in the press box.
The Little Caesars Pizza Tracker by John Turner. It's now arrived.
That's
Shipment
right.
confirmed. And we prefer the no-contact delivery. That was a great benefit of COVID. Now people just leave food on your doorstep and don't even ring the doorbell anymore. Outstanding.
They left this one just by the press. Not by the press box. Left it at the front gate.
Well, that was the correct move.
So no contact at the front gate. Is this ball played back, and Alec France will chase this one down for the Nationals.
They're not only hot and ready, but the tip is made on the front end of the Little Caesars app. So where's the incentive?
I want to shout out to Marcus for delivering our food here today. Appreciate that. Premier Sports Center is the proud partner here of the Michigan Soccer Network, and they are in a state-of-the-art 60,000 square foot indoor sports facility, the only one of its kind in Macomb County, Michigan. We offer large regulation-sized games, fields that are the same size as outdoor fields, no fee need to compromise space for your games or training sessions. Learn more at playpremier.com. One 0, 59th minute. As time continues to wane on here at Dick Buy Stadium, chances of a comeback become slimmer. 1-0 off that 27th minute goal from John Paul Yatuma.
Yeah, I've been scanning the pitch trying to see him. I don't know if he's not getting on the ball or maybe got subbed out this half, and I do think there's a difference.
He is not on the pitch right now, you are correct, but now Brian Yu will collect this here for the Nationals, met by a defender from Ohio Premier. That's 52. I don't have 52 on my roster. Maybe I'm missing it. I see 53, 54, 51. I do not see 52. If you at home here could help us, I don't think that's 62, but I could be wrong. If it is, it's Hudson Rose. Because their 6s look a lot like 5s and 8s on their jerseys. So we are going to see a slew of subs coming on here for the Nationals and Ohio Premier.
And I've only seen the kid for 40 minutes, but it might be Yatuma re-entering. I don't know. What do you think, John?
It's very possible.
It looks the part. He has a distinctive way that he moves, and I think that's a large part of his efficacy as a player. Not just on the ball, but off of it. And some kids just have this movement about them that lends itself so well to the game.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what you just said. I can smell the pepperoni. I can just... It's just, I can smell it. It's that stuffed crust Little Caesars pepperoni pizza. It's just to my left. It's just, you can smell it. It's hard. It's hard to get past that right now. But
I can appreciate that.
I know, especially after they mentioned Antonio's Pizza here during that last game.
Pie.
Ball out wide. Mason Thompson. Mason. That was right, Mason Thompson. Put that one in, and now number 2, Joey Gatan.
Well, we're really into the bit of this game where fitness is going to play a role. I mean, 60 minutes in, these guys are playing 80-minute matches. This is the time where it pays off, where if you stayed after a few sessions a week, putting in the extra work, if you started at home doing your HIIT training or whatever it is that you're doing to get into shape, I mean, it pays off dividends because you do see kids run out of gas at this part of the game, and if you've got some in the tank, maybe you go on a one-man run and change the face of it all.
But that's the thing too, right? Now, obviously, I know this is the 08s, so they're soft. I think they're freshmen in high school.
Yeah,
freshman, sophomore. This ball played up. It's going to make its way right back. It was a hard tackle. Great job by that defender for the Nationals.
Well, this is why in the first game you were telling me that your entire high school tryout was running based, and it's not that I don't understand that, I absolutely do. I lived it myself. But those are the impacts that are made by those kinds of training regimes, and again, I think we're going to see some things here. There's a reason there are more goals scored in the late stages of games. There's a reason the technique breaks down when your fitness is lacking.
Well, picked up by Joey Gatan.
And also compliment to the ECNL on having limited substitutions in the youth game. That could be given.
They're calling a penalty shot inside the 18 is number 19 for the Nationals, going down inside the box. I think that's number 19. Am I missing that? Oh, it is right there. John Lucas Pataki. It's the one that was fouled, and now an opportunity here for the Nationals to go up 2-0 here in the 64th minute. It's the second penalty we've seen here today.
Yeah, this could really put the game away if they tuck this home.
Galvazone will be the one, obviously, between the pipes here for Ohio Premier.
Let's see if Emmy Martinez's goalkeeping theatrics have transferred to the youth game.
Who's standing over this ball, do you know?
Is that you?
No, I think it's this Cadu. Cadu puts it down low, and just like that, 2-0 here in favor of the Nationals.
Goalkeeper
64th minute
right
goal.
Way, but it was clinically struck and still found a way. It's well done by Cadu.
So 2-0 here.
What do you think, John? Is that all she wrote?
I am not one to. I'm not one to do that or to say that. What I will say is that, just based on how this game has started and how it's gone, if I put money on something, my money would be on this game finishing in the way it started.
Get this man his pizza immediately.
I have no idea who's going to win this one.
I love it.
Now, if we're doing a higher level game, professional, I'd give you my opinion.
Understood.
I don't think it serves the game that well when I do that kind of stuff, but I understand the question, and I think I gave you the best answer I could possibly give you. With that being said, this part of the broadcast brought to you by Legend Motors. Hundreds of cars to choose from in their inventory, all used cars, from their 3 locations to serve you in Ferndale, Waterford, and Detroit. Visit legendmotors.com today. Your journey starts with a new car at Legend Motors.
Well, Turner, I'll never put you on the spot like that again.
Oh, it's all good, man.
It's the wrong question.
It's a great question. I'll tell you, what do you got? We ask Dan all the time, what do you got your money on? Dan will always say the same thing. He'll say, my money's on on the one who's going to win.
Yeah, 2-0 with 15 left often is by no means the end of it. But in today's match, the way the game flow has been, it does feel like a very, very difficult hill to climb.
I don't disagree with you. I think the reality is for the most of this game, especially since they scored that first goal back in the 27th, I would argue that the Nationals have really kind of controlled the pace of this game. So it's going to be a tall order for Ohio Premier unless they can get something going here, and they've struggled to create opportunities.
No, it's going to be tough. And the other bit, and again, to complement the coaching, Yatuma was not on at the start of the second half, and that's a really nuanced interpretation of when to give a kid a break. It's something you're allowed to do within the Ecnl, and I think it's a really savvy use of a kid because, they're able to have a run of play without him, and he comes in, he's absolutely going to change the game. He's absolutely a playmaker. So to have that fresh with a 20-minute break in the middle of it all, he's going to come out and he's going to impact the game in the late stages. I think it's going to be very difficult to overcome this. And here he is now.
Yatuma makes his way up on that far side, down by the end line, and earns himself a corner. So with just 13 minutes to go in this one, 2-0 here in favor of the Nationals. A 64th minute penalty shot conversion for Daniel Cadu, and a goal from John Paul Yatuma back in the 27th. All the difference so far in this one. You're watching Ohio Valley Ecnl Boys Soccer here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Jonathan Turner alongside Alex Lubianski. We're excited to have you along, whether you're watching near or far. We've got viewers in California, Macedonia today, as well as other places across this great state and this great country. Camera operator is battling the wind up there as well as the sun.
Well, the sun successfully defeated the moon this week.
This ball comes in, and this one, as a player is being pulled down, Daniel Cadu is being pulled down, and another penalty shot coming your way for the Nationals.
Dear. Same kick taker. Let's see what we have.
So I think Cadu is going to take this once again. Cadu was pulled down inside the box, and you could tell as soon as he got pulled down how excited he was about a chance to step back up to the penalty spot. So he stands up, goes low once again, and look at that as Galvazone makes a huge save to keep this 2-0. A third goal would have been, but they're going to say he stepped off his line.
He went early, and you know what? I got to disagree. I think that's an overly strict interpretation of the laws of the game. And you were talking about the women's game earlier, and you were also talking about scurrying about, and I got to bring up Brianna Scurry and the penalty save in the World Cup. The number of steps that she was able to take was unfathomable today, but you got to find that balance, and I don't think the kid left early enough to justify a retake. I think it was a great save, and what a shame. But now we get to see. Is he going to put it to the same spot? Is it going to be a replay?
Well, the laws have changed so much and so dramatically. It looks like Yatuma.
New taker.
Yep, John Paul Yatuma will take this one. So a 70-minute opportunity, and right to the right of the diving Galvazone, and that one makes this 3-0. So just like that.
And, you know, to be fair, Yatuma's first goal celebration looked like Sun from Spurs. This recent one kind of looked like a heart-shaped emoji from the modern Twitter era. I'm not sure. You know, I really like consistency in the celebrations, and I don't know, I'm going to ding him 1 point. 8.2.
Wow.
8.2. Good finish, though.
See, the problem is you have to get to practice more than once if you're going to score more than one goal in a game. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm only speaking academically. I've never played well in this sport in my life.
As a goalkeeper, I would have had to, you know, I never had to worry about celebrations, but I could understand why
I
soccer player today
celebrated
would
my
have to.
penalty saves, Turner. You got to find a way to enjoy yourself, man. Penalty saves, out of play, have a celly.
So 3-0 here in favor of the Nationals. 2 PK conversions here in the second half. One by Daniel Cadu, the second by John Paul Yatuma, his second of the game. And it's 3-0 here with just under 10 minutes to go here in this second half. And this part of the broadcast is brought to you by Monday Sportsplex. It's a first-class indoor sports facility featuring indoor soccer leagues, tournaments, and soccer training. We also host other indoor sports activities such as indoor baseball, football, and fitness groups. Rent your space at Monday today. Visit MondaySportsplex.com, located in Genesee County, Michigan. You know, as a former goalkeeper, obviously, you knew that your odds were stacked up against you facing off against a player kicking a ball from 12 yards away. I mean, you knew that, right? It wasn't a shocker that, you know, the odds were up against you. You know, you knew that as John Paul Yatuma gets held up there. It's one of those things where, you know, you make it, and this is the part that as a former goalkeeper I struggle with, and I understand Galvazone, it's already hard enough, and, you know, okay, so you step up and you step off that line. The player's supposed to bury it past the goalkeeper. That is expected. You know what I mean? So it's got to be so egregious to put your flag up and take away that save from a goalkeeper that
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? Like, it has to be so obvious.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. And I'm a former referee. I refereed for 20 years, and I would tell my assistant referees before a game, as part of our pregame, hey guys, if we call a penalty shot, you better be 1,000% sure that goalkeeper has stepped off his line after making the save. Period.
I agree with you completely, and I am also a licensed attorney. So there's this Venn diagram of soccer and legality. And within legality, there's the written letter of the law, and then there's the spirit of the law, and there's interpretation, and there's all of this room for judgment, right? And in that moment, I have to say, it simply feels wrong that got retaken. It just feels wrong. Is it to say it's against the black letter of the law within the sport? No, of course not. There's a real reason he did what he did. But it feels wrong, and we all know if we're going 46 and a 45 and we get pulled over, that's an issue. That is absolutely an issue.
It's 100% an issue. And again, you know, the referees today have done a fantastic job. We've talked about refereeing and the officiating here in this one, and we're not ones, especially the youth game. I'm not going to pick and prod at their call, at their foul recognition or how they manage the games. We can save that for our professional level broadcasts, the higher level amateur referees that are selected on a different level than these games. A lot of times referees at this level and similar youth levels are going to be selected based on a need just to fill a spot.
Sure.
But they've done a great job. Matter of fact, refereeing here this weekend has been great overall.
I agree.
You know, so I don't want to nitpick a call. I'm just saying that if you're talking about Galvazone, who is up against the wall in that moment as a goalkeeper, and whether it be Galvazone or on the other side of this one, you know, Daniel Stevenson, the goalkeeper for the Nationals, if you're going to take away a fantastic save, you better be 1,000% sure. And I don't have any question in my mind that down there, assistant referee on this near side was in his mind thought that was the right call to make. So
sure.
I support the call. I'm just saying to take one away, you better be 1,000% sure. And if you're not, you don't stop that. That save goes down in the books. It's a great, fantastic save. You know what,
Turner, I unequivocally agree with you, and I'm not here to criticize officials by any means. I do think they've done a great job. I will say that for Galveston, you want to put that in your highlight tape, put it in, because that's a save. That is a save.
We'll send it to you.
And, the prior pen, same spot, same player, fair play to you. You found a way to get there. I think the second strike might have even been superior, and the save was not only a save, but he held it clean. Throw it in your highlight tape. Forget the fact that afterwards it got called back, and I think the kid earned that one.
So as this last 5 minutes of this game is brought to you by Evolution Soccer. Build and perfect your skills and elevate your game to a whole new level. Book your session today at evolutionperformancetraining.com or call 248-795-5291. That's 248-795-5291. Visit evolutionperformancetraining.com. Kevin Tapcham was also the Waterford Mott girls head coach. Does a fantastic job with Evolution Performance Training. Just one slotted towards top of the 18. Nationals here still knocking on the door. They want more. We talked about how yesterday the Nationals cleaned up 24 goals for, 3 against. Slotted for Stanovich. Stanovich, patient.
These kids are so young, and this Breedlove kid in Ohio, I mean, he started the half with a statement of intent. He just won a nice header off of a defensive throw-in. The kid's got a future in front of him, and he's young enough where a little bit more size, you never know, but he's one to watch for sure moving forward.
So John Paul Utuma now dropped down more in the center of the park. We've seen him kind of play up top, seen him down low. That's what you're expecting. He's playing the 10 right now for the Nationals. Comment coming in, come broadcast for Westerville Central. I'm assuming that Westerville Central is a high school. That's my guess. Do not know that entirely, but
Westerville sounds like Ohio to me.
Well, Westerville Central, I'm just thinking it's a high school. It's Westerville Central, I'm assuming.
You could be right.
Yeah. We'll come. Hey, guess what? I own the Ohio Soccer Network.
Is that right?
It hasn't even been created yet, but we own the rights to it. It's our name. We own all 50 states, actually, so.
You know
did
what?
That on purpose.
I am an amateur compared to you, brother.
So we looking. You want to broadcast games in Ohio, and you want to do what we do? Reach out to me. We'll make you part of our team. I just can't travel to Westerville, Ohio. I mean, a lot. That would just be, I got a busy enough schedule as it is, but.
Well, I climbed out of my son's window today to escape. My wife thinks I'm upstairs taking a shower. You know how hard it is to get out with kids this age?
I can only imagine. Great song, by the way. 78th minute. Game number 3 coming up here at 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll go live around 12:45. The 0506 boys playing in that one. 45-minute game. Or halves. 90-minute game, sorry. Appreciate all the love. Your love comes in the form of subscribing and liking and sharing us on all social media platforms. Pulled back.
Now, to be fair, it is a 3-goal differential, but I would have liked to have seen Ohio change their system, style, and tactics to chase the game late on. Maybe go into a 4-2-4 or something a little bit more direct and see if you can snipe a goal and keep yourselves in this game. They're still stroking it around. They're still going east-west. They're going negative. They've got the goalkeeper involved in build-out. But, at this age, it is a football match. Try to change what you're doing to give yourself a chance to claw back in. That's the only thing I'd like to have seen different from this Ohio team.
So foul called. We get here towards the business end of this one. And a hard foul called here, just 30 yards from goal, right there at the 20-yard line. So a free kick opportunity here for Ohio Premier. I guess they bring it back, actually. More like 31.
Well, Turner, I have no stoppage time predictions. I've never been so wrong in my life as that first match, so
This is going to be 3 minutes. So there you go.
Dual lineup, Patel pretending to be left-footed, and we have a
great-looking strike.
Ooh.
As this one goes up and over from Crew Most.
The youth game and the pretend left footer, it is coming a mile. The song, the dance, the game is developing in the U.S., my friend.
My apologies, guys. I pushed the wrong thing in the screen here. I apologize for that. Wasn't sure that was ready to go. Game's not over yet. My apologies.
I blame Sam. Sam's been way too good at his job, so when someone else has to take over for a few seconds.
That was on me, though. That was totally on me, so I do apologize for that. But Sam was just eating his pizza, so.
Well, a true fisherman never takes his pole out of the water, Turner.
I love that quote. This one will deflect out for a corner as we are in the second minute stoppage time here right now. Referee's looking at his watch. You can see the warming up here of the 0506s there on that far side.
Also looking at his watch is John Turner, Invicta's finest. Yeah, the retail price is high, but in reality, very affordable.
So corner kick coming in here. Yatuma will take this for the Nationals. Already up 3-0 here. Maybe looking to get a little icing on the cake.
Yatuma's got to deal with that other team warming up, and I don't think it's from his own club. So I bet they're saying some things that aren't going to be on audio on this feed. But I've been part of the youth game for a long time, and that's a fun environment.
If I were Yatuma, I would just say scoreboard.
He might curl it in.
Olympico here on this Sunday as this one comes in.
He's gone for it.
He makes the grab.
What a lad.
Officially now in the 3rd minute of stoppage, so.
Yatuma plays a nice brand of football. I do appreciate him.
Settle down. Well, shove there at the end. That's a foul. As we said, we're going to skedoodle out of here. We have a game coming up here at 1 o'clock. We'll go live here in about 15 minutes for game number 3. A good one coming up here. 0506 is taking place. This will be the 3rd and final match of the day for us. 6th match of the day overall for the Michigan Soccer Network. 12th overall for the weekend. That's right, 12 games.
Impressive.
Ball switched to this near side. Baton. Down to the end line. Patel not really able to clear that one away. Now we're in the 4th minute of stoppage. Okay, well, you said 4 last time, so maybe you are right.
Tell you what, Gaetan, I'm not sure about the decision to pass that ball. That really put his teammate into a corner facing the wrong way. I think maybe a fake pass, cut inside, smash it across the face of goal, but overall, clinical. Clinical by Gaetan, clinical by Nats. It's a good match.
Ball played back by Front all the way. And that is your final whistle. And just like that, this game comes to an end. And I got to say, so far so good here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Again, 3-0 as Ohio Premier held scoreless in this one. Goals in the 27th minute from John Paul Yatuma. PKs in the 64th by Daniel Cadu. And another one finished off to get his brace, John Paul Yatuma, in the 70th. And that's all the scoring in this one. We're going to send this one out of here. We want to say thank you for watching this broadcast. We'll be back here for the 1 p.m. Eastern game. 0506 coming up for all of us at Michigan Soccer Network. So long, and see you next time. In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, the ball falls to Buckley. 1-on-1 with Etheridge. What a save!
first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat.
Ball comes in, a good head! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then from Lasma! 3-0! Stewart Heiss with a shot! Upper 90 and in! Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos. Mario Canoe now finds soccer.